Section CP right there. Make it snappy.
Time to see how these Brits play out against their arch nemesis, the DAK. I am playing as the Brits, and I shall be taking on the Buccaneer, who is the DAK.
Sandbags now.
Section command done. Let's get men on the front line pronto.
You heard the boss. Sandbags now.
Royal Engineers.
Bit of a mistake already. I was supposed to build this stuff, and I just misclicked
You heard the boss.
my
Sandbags now.
commands, trying to get them all in one line, and then I went, yeah, I'll just get my next infantry to take this point.
Even us.
Ah, the Cratchit's in. You see, I'm already putting all this in. More here, so I kind of got a little bit carried away with sandbags. But still, it's okay. I do have my infantry on the way, and this guy has gone with one Cratchitson and a second Panzer Pioneer. Wonder if he likes flames. Cratchitson is extremely quick.
Trained and ready.
It's always a nice pickup if you can take out the Cratchitson early on, because it does Miranda? Go around the map a lot.
Sandbag wall done. I fucking lost.
So, if you can pick it up, it's good. I'm going to go with reveal all map just to make it easier to watch. So, as you can see from the map, I haven't had the greatest of starts when it comes to map control, but then the Brits really don't have that in the day. You've got to build up your force first to be able to do so. But no real engagements yet. Over 2 minutes in, no one shooting anyone so far.
Sandbags done.
More sandbags.
Degrading for us. What Jerry's is ours.
Oh, we might have some encounter here.
You heard the boss.
Thing is, you hear the Cratchitson moving around all the time, and it's nice to kind of figure out where he's going next if you can.
Take it hits.
Doesn't always work. Did stay in that engagement, kept everyone alive, so we are still at 0 deaths across both sides.
Don't ask questions.
But
just lay the wire.
I don't really go for
You heard the boss.
victory points
Sandbags
as a first point
now.
of call, so I typically start losing in the first few minutes. It's okay if you expect this game to last more than 10 minutes. Oh, another encounter here. Good. We'll see how this goes. First death is unfortunately for my team. But again, guess away. Which is fairly frustrating.
A new infantry section is
It's gone
ready
for
battle.
assault grenadiers. Not a bad shout against the Brits, because Pioneers are good close up, but they're easy to kill. They're very squishy. And these guys are very good at long range from behind cover, but they're pretty rubbish up close. So, good counter to the infantry, I would say, for the Brits. But this is not a good way to use them. Staying at distance is actually giving me the advantage here, and as you can see, getting killed. Good old the Enfield rifles do the job. So actually, this was an early indication this guy wasn't very good, but you know, maybe that was just a misclick. You can't judge someone based on one action, because if you did, you think that I was rubbish because I missed out on this point right at the very start. So he's quite actively picking up points. I tend to go for the fight as much as possible. Build up some CPs, build up your veterancy as well. It's quite useful as game goes on, because I have gone for Indian artillery, yay! It's mainly because it gets you the giant mortar, and if you're struggling against infantry, you've got the Gurkhas, and if you're struggling with manpower, you've got the voluntary infantry, and then if you've got loads and loads of team weapons, you've got the airbursts. It's everything I find is useful on this one, whereas some of the other ones, they have weaknesses that are quite easily countered. So, certainly the most viable that I see in 1v1s at this stage. Oh, bit of fighting. So here's an example of, yes, it's good for close-up because you see the damage being done by these guys, and I wasn't doing anything to them. If we zoom in, we see them with their MP40s. Here we go. Off they go. But still fairly non-engaged, this game. It's more jostling for territory at this stage. 5 kills to 2. And here come the Panzerjägers. And a machine gun.
Are available to deploy. The enemy has claimed a sector.
Oh, mine there, my friend. Ooh. You should have got yourself... Oh, and you went to the other one too!
The beggars are threatening a victory point.
Ah, mines. So annoying when you get hit by mines, but I always appreciate someone who does mines. It's a very good way to play this game.
We're losing a victory
Yeah, as soon as I see the machine gun, out comes the big fat mortar, because it's the best way to count it. And it gets you a free med truck, which means you don't have to build the med station in your base. Win-win.
has our victory points now.
I am not doing great for the territory at this stage because I'm probably being a bit slow, you know. Should be moving this guy. What was I planning here? I don't know. Oh, looks like a potential flank of this machine gun. Oh, these Jaegers are getting hit by the mortar. Took a lot of damage, didn't lose any models, so overall not bad. Precious is still alive, which is frustrating, and is, as you can see, the red dude, the Buccaneer, has got most of the territory, and is going for a relatively standard DAK build, as we're now seeing the flak fading.
The men are eager to fight with valor, Commander, no matter
Oh,
the cost.
here is my... Oh, he saw me coming there, I think. So close to getting around him here. Just about get through. Just about get past. Not a bad flank. And with the mortar coming in too, good shot. Isn't actually shooting at my mortar.
Armored car fueled up.
Ooh, that's quite funny though. And the winner really of the patch, this patch 1.5, now 0.1, still very much is the Humber.
Victory point is being overrun.
It is, if you can get out early, it's a very good thing to get out. Possibly 2 of them, if you have a lot of advantage. So susceptible to being hit by the anti-tank though. 1 or 2 hits, gone. Ah, I got this guy on retreat. That was nice. Hit another mine. That must be me. Oh, this guy not gonna have a bad day. Is he gonna go through? He might survive this. Oh, there you go. Look at that damage from the mine there. It's alright, there's nothing around. It's quite a good removal of the mine in that respect. But I am losing on the VP seal.
Anti-tank weapon and crew on the field.
This is certainly necessary against the Wehrmacht, not always necessary against the DAK because they don't tend to get anything bigger than a Marder, really, this early on in the game. But you never know about the Panzer IIIs, for example. They could go Panzer III. And the boys AT just can't shoot this from far away enough, flak failing, so it's nice if you have vision. But you already have this guy being very defensive with a lot of his units, which is okay. You've got a combination of capping units and defensive units, really. This guy, I suppose, is obviously assault. I have gone for very much a strong infantry build because I'm playing the DAK and they tend to have lots of tanks and bleed manpower. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 infantry plus 2 engineers.
Victory point lost.
And I was doing this really to try and combat the map control that the Buccaneer had with his Cratchitson, because I was unable to take him out. And so I need to be in all places at once, which, you know, took time. So now we have a bit of a nice engagement here in the middle. Often on this map, the fight is very much the middle. Oh, this yep, there he goes.
The enemy has pushed us back from our sector.
The Panzerjäger goes down in the middle. A bit of a waste of Panzerjäger. I don't know if he rebuilds that or not, but I think it's... Oh, goes for an assault. Indeed, I probably would have built Panzerjäger personally. But then I do have a lot of infantry. This is what the assault grenadiers are good at, flanking, although he did flank into a lot of infantry as well. Oh, anti-tank. There's the hit from one anti-tanker. This guy is not going to get out of here alive. Oh, that's another squad down. And as you can see from the kill death, I am very much up on the kill death. 22 kills to just 12 of my own. Keeping things alive is extremely important. Keeping units alive is very useful for getting that veterancy as well. But I am struggling against their defensive weapons because he's keeping these three very close together. And I don't really have any fast, dangerous vehicles. Maybe a Stuart is fast and could have come and done the stuff, or Crusader later on. I think assault grenade. But you can see the difference of damage, right? Up close, very dangerous. So having to run away quickly.
The beggars are threatening a munitions point.
Where am I right now? Oh, here you are. Healing up.
Replacements are here. Let's put them through their
Move that out of the way. So. Oh, Humber is doing alright. Doing alright. There is the constant threat of the anti-tank gun though against the Humber, and mines that guys are putting down. So I do have sweepers on my engineers, and that's who goes forward in all my attacks, which is good. Where's my mortar? My mortar should be hitting this by now. There we go. Just gives me enough time to get the decap off. Then there you go, the triad of defense is all back together. It's a good tactic. I can't say anything else against it. It's anti-tank, it's anti-light vehicle, anti-infantry, and it's suppression. And suppression. So very good combo. Make good use of the house here to push off the machine gun. Where's my anti-tank gun? This guy needs pushing up. He needs pushing up, so in case this is in sight, I can hit it. Especially as the triad is now just a dyad. 4 mines down, always tricky. Got the sweepers out, which is important. And you can see here, I am actually prioritising the victory point over the munitions because I'm slightly concerned that I don't have any victory points right now. Bit of vision for my... I think these guys in the house have the AT rifle, I think. Oh, I think I actually might have shot it with the mortar. Another flank potentially coming in from the assault grenadiers. What is good as a counter to the assault grenadiers is the Humber though. Where's my Humber? Currently being repaired. Forward comes my infantry again. Also the Cratchitson, when it's Vet 1, it can do this target, mark target, which makes that individual very vulnerable, and that is also very frustrating because you think you're winning and then that ability is triggered. There you go. AT gun now in the right place to shoot this guy if he does point his face out. Now Humber should be making a move. Just heard there that Grant's coming out. Again, the other big winner from patch 1.5 is the Grant. So in trying to test it out against the Panzer IIIs and Panzer IVs, because that is what it's supposed to be better than. Aha, here we go. When losing the infantry battle, often this is what you do. So at 29-21, they are making a bit of a comeback. Throw in the Gasatori, very good against infantry. And close up with 2 flamethrowers, a lot of armor, very dangerous. But the Brits, to stay at range, you can pick them off, do some good damage. Again, you see here, focusing on the VPs rather than going for the actual battle itself. However, the Buccaneer is still very much content to defend, I would say, at this stage. Very content to defend. If you look at the resources, it's got a good amount of resources, but nothing spectacular. Whereas I have a slightly stronger army, more manpower, a lot of manpower, which you would expect as the Brits. Capping with his assault rifles is more or less just take them out of the fight, if I'm honest. You should be capping with your Kratschützen. You still have it alive. You could be capping with your Pioneers. This is a slow capping unit, plus it's a good fighting unit.
Replacements are here. Let's blow through that base.
The enemy has claimed a
Having said that, I'm kind of letting do it. Now you're seeing whether the Humber is actually a good counter to the Gastatori, and at this range, it's not really doing a great deal of damage. Be here a long time if that's what we wanted to do. There is, yeah, and when you'd be there for a long time, you eventually see that the AT gun is shooting at you, and then you back away. 2 Gustatoris now. It's a lot of killing. Ooh, managed to get that guy out alive. This is actually one of the few pushes that he does with his infantry, with the Gassatoris, and there's just no point staying around. You may as well just back away and just hit him from range. I'd actually used my damaged Humber to go and shoot at the assault Grenadiers, but they had already moved. So here you can see the map control. It's quite significant, but suddenly a big burst of kills for me with that push didn't really pay off. Yes, took the central victory point back, as you can see, putting more mines down, but was unable to really do any real damage, and that's a critical thing in this game. If you're going to make a push, you want to be wiping some squads if you can. Oh, hit my mine. So both of us playing the mine game. Of what I remember, yeah, I wasn't really raking in the munitions in this game. It was a real issue. So I couldn't put as many mines as I wanted to. I couldn't upgrade my infantry as often as I wanted to either. You can see 2 with no upgrades right now. See, quite wary of the Gustatori, so keeping my infantry together so they don't just get picked off one at a time. Flank unit is still alive. It is now at Vet 1, 8 kills. It's done alright. But being very defensive with it, I suppose, is the overriding point I would make about it. I have my first grant out. Let's see how well that fares up against this anti-tank gun. So first shots come in against the engineers, don't do a great deal of damage. But do tell the anti-tank gun exactly where I am. Oh, air bear shells. They do work quite nicely against the Gustatori. Are these going to get out of the way? This could be... Oh, that was fortunate. Very lucky to not get hit by that one. Still, just off. Does he survive? Survives.
Commandant, we have surplus command points
See here, Humber doing really well to push off these Cossatori's. So now we're starting to see concentration of troops together in a bit more of a combined arms approach. Goes in with a Panzer IV coming in from the Corlids. Obviously thinks he needs to have something to combat my superior tank in the M3 Grant. Victory points more or less the same right now, which means I think at this stage probably both of us felt we had a very good chance of winning this game. More airburst shells coming in. I think the lack of indirect fire from the DAK player, the Buccaneer, was an oversight, especially when he started seeing my mortar firing. You'd think the obvious thing to do was get a Lee out or something along those lines. And that's another unit down. Still we see 73 to 77. So even though I've done a couple of wipes, I have not actually been getting ahead, mainly because I am stocking up manpower like anything right now. I suppose I should have used this for caches, although I didn't actually have I didn't have enough map controls. I think I'm going to spend it on caches. Why is this guy over here? I do not know. As your army... Oh, it's starting to move now, which is good. But the Grant is doing a really good job of damaging this infantry too, as you can see here. Already 5 kills and that squad wipe. 6 kills now. That's the Top Gun doing a job. And this is oversight here, letting the Cossatori's die. That's not cool. And we still haven't seen the Panzer IV do anything. She's actually capping with the Panzer IV because it has the assault grins on it. Now it's coming into action. Ooh, Cossatori's. They do tank a lot of damage too. Vit 3 on the Humber now, which is nice. Anti-tank gun and Humber. Oh, sorry, and M3 Grant moving forward. But now, what we're seeing is the fact I have so much more infantry on the field, I am able to cap on this side while also contesting the fight on the middle, which is kind of nice. We now pulled the ambulance forward, which is also then just that consolidation in the middle. If there's a downside for the battle group that I picked, it is kind of that I don't really have something that could just bomb this whole area, that could take out everything. Perimeter monitor is okay if they start attacking me, but doesn't do that. I should definitely have gone for volunteer infantry, but considering my manpower right now, I definitely didn't need it.
The Bosch are pushing hard. We're down to 250 points.
Could possibly argue that because of my large manpower, that I'm just not fighting enough. Picking my battles, you know, I got a lot of idle troops just standing around. So micro obviously becomes more difficult the longer things go. And why I'm not building my next Grant by now, I should be doing. Oh, walking into a mine. Always remember to put the minesweeper out. He's got a minesweeper in his hand. Not sure what happened there. Yeah, definitely floating way too much here. Should be building another tank. So the Buccaneer clearly wanting to own the middle and fight the fight from there. See pinned by the machine gun here. So let's see what I can do here. These big pushes he did quite a few times were very costly though, and kept doing it. And I think actually had he realise that it tends to lose a lot on the pushes. May stop.
Nobody's walking away from that.
Oh. And we lost. There we go. Look at these guys. Assault grenadiers all killed. Obviously very focused on the fighting in the middle and not watching those edges. But here you go. Infantry comes back on the left to start taking these points. Expecting a push down this side.
We're losing a victory point.
And again, harassing the victory point. You can see the mine put there already.
5 command points available. Acknowledge.
Ah, finally! Finally we see another tank we built. Humber just gets away alive in the end. Still doing good damage on the Gusatoris.
Available for use.
But this Panzer IV, wherever he is, has really just not been involved, and that I think is an oversight. Panzer IV plus AT gun was actually a relatively good combination of tank, but with no Panzer Grenadiers, it has no snares. Oh, and here's a flank on the anti-tank gun. Middle is now also capped. Oh, anti-tank gun is down. So he's now got machine gun. Is the only one left. The flak went down to the M3 as well. Possibly even Boy's AT. Sorry, I missed that. Not paying attention. Which is probably... well, the Buccaneer was not either when he lost this. So, I think that's a big turning point. Getting rid of this defensive blockade. And, ooh, even though we have the Tiger tank with his new smoke canister on the front as well. That's that new ad, I think. It's not really enough. If you look at the army composition, a lot of it's lost. 94 kills to 53. The fact it's slightly ahead on victory points is irrelevant at this stage.
Enemy ground forces have claimed a sector.
And I'm heading towards a triple cap, I think, because I'm starting to move across to this side. Always making sure that my engineers go first with their minesweepers. The new Grant coming forward to come and attack in the middle. So now I've spotted that we have the Tiger. I am racking up the AT guns just in case we need them. And I also have a Crusader here too. Crusader was more to give a bit something that's a bit faster to get around the back of the tank if I needed to. But still, Mortar doing extremely well. Not once been attacked, by the way, Mortar. Vet 2 now with 17 kills. It's really paying for itself, as you say, really well. Keeping the pressure on his defensive line. One shot against the guards. I don't think I stay there very long. Aha, here we go. Right. Grant is moving across to this side, and I'm going to try and flank this Tiger and Panzer IV from the other side, as I know which side he's on. Crusader's coming through the middle as well. So there we go. Now he's going to point this way. And once he does that, he can attack from this side. So double attacks. But the Tiger's front armor bouncing all the shots right there, which is very annoying. That one got through. While we watch that, still a fight on this side. Panzer IV is still alive. Crusader moving in with M3 Grant. Tiger looking to help out, but Tiger now hit with the AT rifle. So now it's a case of can the Tiger hold off all this attack? Targeting the Crusader. Crusader gun not penetrating the tank. And overstays is welcome, I think, here. By Crusader. Ooh, the Tiger tank. Airbursts aren't hitting it. I was actually trying to hit anyone who might try and repair it. I was wondering whether there would be a Pioneer perhaps there. Grant coming back in for the kill. No, almost got it. So 2 bounces, 3 bounces. There we go. There we go. Finally, we get through. And Buccaneer calls the GG. Well, fair enough, because his whole army has been eviscerated, and I think that's the right time to call it. There's just not enough time to get back into it. Up against a 100 pop cap.
We have surplus munitions to support the war effort. The enemy is
And
they currently have the advantage.
not really the resources either to make a push here. The last line of attack, Gusturi was just about to get shot here by M3 Grant as well. So all in all, a nice game, nice win, competitive for sure. That one didn't have. Oh, reason why he's already vet 1 because I did. Oh, that's not me. This is me. I had armored vehicle training and infantry training already done and dusted. Didn't need these 2 really, so that is why. Already vet 1. Sure that helped. Especially the infantry training. More accuracy, better reload time, hard to hit, veterinary points. Can't argue with that. In terms of MVPs, did I have any 3? Yeah, I think I did have 1. The Humber, 18 kills. Lasted the whole game, which is good. Anything else? Oh, this Grant was vet 3. What'd he get? 18 kills and 3 vehicles. I think that could very well be MVP. Looking at the stats, there's that 108 to 69 kills. 4 vehicles killed. Did he kill his own vehicle? Maybe? Hit his own mine? Shot on his own mine? I don't know. Anyway, lost 5. I killed 4 of them. The one vehicle that I lost was the Crusader at the end, but it was trying to kill the Tiger. Fair enough. But you see here on the points held, it was close. For a lot of the game I was struggling with map control, but I was winning those engagements, wiping those squads, and in the end that's what matters.